Hello, and welcome to James the Lester's Express Lane, where we get you now as fast as possible, bringing you a review for, as you can see, Happy Death Day to You. It's honestly the sequel to Happy Death Day, which I didn't expect a sequel to. The first movie did pretty well in theaters, probably made more money than they were expecting. And the first one is Groundhog's Day, if he got murdered at the end of every single day. The main character, Tree, played by a great actress, gets killed over and over and over. Till finally she figures out who's killing her and stops them. Well, on Happy Death Day 2, starts off with her friend, nerdy guy, wakes up in his car to a horn, driving by from a car, whatever. Homeless man, guy with a coffee on a skateboard, gets there, and no, it's an average day. But it's like it's literally the day after. So instead of being Monday the 18th, it's now Tuesday the 19th. It's like so she's all, yay, I made it through, happy, woohoo, I made it. He goes through, and then suddenly, bam, he gets murdered. So he freaks out to his roommate, like, dude, you don't understand this happened. And she obviously realizes what's going on, and they sit him down and explain to him what happened to her. So then he starts freaking out, obviously, because, oh shit, I don't want to die 11 times. They finally do catch the killer within, like, the first half hour. And then it gets even weirder. You finally figure out why the time loop started. Hopefully how to end it. It goes back to Monday the 18th. The loop starts again for her. There's Back to the Future 2 references. There's a Clerks 2 reference. I don't know if they meant to reference Clerks 2. Like, who knows? Maybe none of these people involved have ever heard of Clerks 2. Never heard of Jay and Silent Bob. But they made a great joke that just... So I started laughing. Everyone else... It was like 2 o'clock on a Wednesday, so not very many people. Maybe 30, but we all started busting up laughing because, like, obviously, we recognized where that joke came from. It was a great joke, and I loved it. She does some... Well, she gets murdered a few times, and then she starts killing herself. It'll make sense if you watch the movie. I don't want to spoil it, but it'll make sense if you watch the movie. My favorite was when she went skydiving without a parachute. Not because of her jumping out, because of her landing. They show the landing and who she's landing in front of, and the blood splatters everywhere. Then obviously, New Day starts. One review I read, the guy obviously, I don't know if he's never seen a movie before, but he's like, oh yeah, horn, lady with a dog, trombone. Like, whose walk to school is this exciting every day? Well, the purpose is to do things that, like, don't happen every day. That way they stick in his mind. That way when it happens again, deja vu, he's like, wait a minute, that just happened. Wait a minute, that just happened. If his walk was literally just him, ba-dum, 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 open the door to his dorm room, when he died and woke up, he wouldn't be like, oh wow, the same day is happening again. He'd be like, wow, that was a shitty dream. And then ba-dum, 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 to his dorm room. No, like, they made sure that these things happen, these events happen, so that way he knows, like, hey, that doesn't happen every single day. So the fact that it's not happened 2 days in a row, something's going on. That way, how do you not... That review just made me wonder if this guy's ever seen a movie before. Because again, if nothing happens on his walk to school, if nothing exciting happens that day, then why would he be able to go, huh, this is something completely, totally unique that's never happened to me before. Now it's happened 2 days in a row? Maybe, just maybe, something's up. Anyways, now that I got that little rant on my system, just had to say, if it's like, oh, I got 5 months to live, should I watch this movie? Nah, spend your time doing something more important. If you're looking for a film to just sit down, eat some popcorn, laugh when they want you to laugh, cringe when they want you to cringe, this is the movie for you. Like, the spots, there's maybe only one spot where maybe you shouldn't be laughing, that people will laugh. But for the most part, where they want you to laugh, you will laugh. But obviously, they don't have a laugh track. It's not Big Bang Theory. And they don't need a laugh track. You will laugh at the parts they want you to laugh at. They go, oh, yeah, at the parts that they want you to make Like, the movie does what it's supposed to do. Thankfully, I'm one of those people. Honestly, like a couple of the reviews I've read, I don't know what the they were expecting. Reminds me of Independence Day Resurgence. Guess what I went to the movies for? See aliens invading Earth. Guess what I got? Aliens invading Earth. All these people, oh, this didn't make sense. Oh, that was super. It's like, did aliens invade Earth? Yes. Why are you going on? Oh, well, in this scene here, the building was falling to the left and she leaped to the right. She shouldn't have been able to leap that far. She only would have fallen instead of leaping that far. So aliens are blowing up buildings. This woman's leaping towards a helicopter, and that totally just ruined the whole movie for you that she was able to reach the helicopter by leaping for it. While the building that was being blown up by aliens was falling to the left. Like, really, people? Oh, I didn't like this movie because who has that eventful of a walk to school every morning? People. Again, the whole point was that these things that don't always happen, happened. So he would, like, recognize that, hey, something weird is going on. And with the first one, since our days repeated, like, the Universal logo pops up, dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun, like, it repeated like 3 or 4 times. It's like, they got a joke right there. And this one, dealing with, spoiler, they have a joke right in the opening scene credits and all that with the Universal symbol again. So I'm like, I get it. That was awesome. There is an end credit scene. People are leaving. I'm like, guys, how can you leave before you see the end credit scene? There's got to be one. And there was. And it was pretty funny. I don't think there'll be... Well, then again, I didn't think there'd be a sequel to the first one. But I don't think you can have a sequel now because they fixed what caused the time loop in the first place, as far as we know. Will something else happen in the future that, say, I don't know, this movie makes a ton of money, which it should? Again, this is not Marvel level quality movie making. I didn't expect Marvel level. Although they'd have a bit bigger budget than I expected because some of the special effects they did were pretty freaking cool. And honestly, they had references to like Back to the Future 2. They also had references to like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Like there's a lot of 80s references here. So I'm guessing the director or the writers who wrote the script might be fans of the 80s because they had a reference to Fargo. They just had so many references here, like here and there. It's like, I get it. I get that. But the movie's enjoyable even if you don't get it. Like if you don't catch the Back to the Future reference. Like I almost missed them. Like, oh wait a minute. That's a Back to the Future reference. But again, I laughed when you're supposed to laugh. I cringe when you're supposed to cringe. I went, when you're supposed to, like, the movie does what it wants it to do. Again, is this a once in a lifetime you have to see it before you die film? No. If you have nothing else better to do, I would pay full price to go see it. But this is one of those, early where I go to, the first viewing of the day is always cheaper. Instead of $12, it's $8. And on Tuesdays, it's like $6 all day. So if something like that, definitely spend that kind of money. Don't be spending $15, well, because like I enjoyed it, but other people may go in with expectations that this movie can't meet because it's not Shakespeare. It's not Citizen Kane, which I've watched, and I don't get the hype behind it. I'm guessing part of that had to do with the fact that the whole ending has been spoiled for 50 years. But yeah, this is just you and your friends want to kill some time. You want to laugh. You want to just eat some popcorn, relax. This is the movie to do it. Tomorrow I'll be seeing that Alita Battle Angel. At least I'm going to try to. Which I'll be doing a review for, obviously. But I love the first one of this series, and I had to see the second one as soon as I could. They had a 2 o'clock viewing on Wednesday was the earliest viewing, so went and saw it. God, I'm glad I saw this movie. It made my whole day better. Like, if I had just gone to work without seeing this movie, it would have been a typical day at work. But because I saw this movie, I was able to talk about it with people at work. Like, hey, you gotta see this movie. It's hilarious where it needs to be. And some of the visuals, like, they obviously had a bigger budget than they had last time. And just the fact that they explained so much that was never explained in the first one because they didn't need to explain. Well, really, I don't think. Okay, they kind of had to explain some things in this one just for the rest of the storyline to make sense. But the first one, you didn't need an explanation. Just like Groundhog's Day, you don't need an explanation for why. Just the fact that it's a good movie. There's no Bill Murray reference in this movie. -3 out of 10. First one had a Bill Murray reference, so that gave it a few more points. This definitely -3 out of 10 because no Bill Murray reference. Maybe not. As far as numbers go, I enjoyed it more than maybe someone else would because I don't go in with expectations. I go in not going, oh, who has that eventful walk to school? Because I understand that. Special things have to happen on his way to school that day where he just goes, all right, it was a normal day. I walked to school. Nothing happened. Oh, wow, I had a really messed up dream where I died. All right, normal walk to school. No, he had to have something special happen. He had to have special things happen on his walk so he'd understand, like, wait a minute, something's up. This doesn't happen every single day. So for me, if you go in with no expectations, just going to see a good movie, 8 out of 10. If you go in with expectations, or maybe if you didn't see the first one, you got to see the first one anyways. But for most people, it'll probably be a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10. But just because I went in expecting a movie about someone being killed over and over again, and I got a movie about multiple people being killed over and over, I give it an 8 out of 10. Hopefully you guys give this movie a chance. Go home. Tell your friends about it. Tell your family about it. Get them to go watch it. Make this movie all the money. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.